My sister loves our family so much that she's fallen for my husband, and admitted that they're soulmates, so I'm here pretending I don't know he loves her back. Well, I received a text from my sister's best friend about her and my husband loving me too much to do anything to hurt me. My sister's best friend told me that she feels guilty for being a snitch but couldn't keep this from me anymore because she thinks I am a kind person and don't deserve this. My sister and my husband have always gotten along very well. They're both brilliant, both lecturers at the university, and they have a lot in common. I am not stupid, but I never loved school like they did, and only have a high school education. They have become best friends over the past 14 years, but I never felt uncomfortable about it because my husband has shown me nothing but love and respect. Until now, I considered myself lucky that the two people I love most in the world get along so well. But now, I feel nauseated. My sister's best friend sent me countless screenshots of conversations between her and my sister. My sister has feelings for my husband, and she seems to know that he feels the same way about her. In one of the texts, my sister wrote that she loved me too much to do anything to hurt me. In another, she wrote that I am too dear to both her and my husband for them to do anything that would hurt me. She seems to think that they're soulmates, which is odd because the topic of soulmates came up once between my husband and me. I told him I didn't want us to be soulmates because that would mean we are programmed or destined to fit together, with no free will involved. I want my love to come from a free space, not a predestined place. He laughed and said he loved that. But now, apparently, they're soulmates? I know I need to talk to him, but I am dreading it. I am in so much despair right now. Update 1. Thanks for your help. I asked how I could be sure before confronting my husband so he wouldn't just lie, and you suggested looking into his phone. Thanks for the suggestion. I did. I told him about my sister's conversations with her best friend and showed him the screenshots. He was shocked at first and said he had no romantic feelings for her and had no idea about her feelings. So, I asked to see his phone. I read their texts and emails. I was shocked to see that their contact was way more intense than I thought. They talk daily and have lunch multiple times a week. Nothing intimate was in the text, but it's clear he must know she loves him. He must think I am stupid if he believes I wouldn't get the impression that he has feelings too. In one of her texts, she wrote that she wished they had met first and under different circumstances. His response wasn't totally dismissive. He wrote that it would probably have been different. When I asked him about it, he said if he didn't know and love me, he would probably have been interested in someone else, including my sister. But he loves me, and she is just a close friend. There's no intimate relationship between them, but I'm not sure that is enough for me. They are both wrong and should have nipped this in the bud earlier. I don't know what to do now. I think I need time to process this. I don't want to make decisions from a place of fear and hurt. I forgot to add our ages, but my husband is 45, I am 42, and my sister is 38. My husband and I have been together for 16 years and married for 14. My sister is single. I am not a stay-at-home mom, I have my own business. We don't have children. My sister has 2 from a previous relationship. Update 2. I have had long talks and discussions with my husband. He thinks this is getting bigger than it should because I told him I needed time alone to think and digest this. He doesn't understand why I am so hurt since he loves me and no one else. However, he admitted that he knows my sister is in love with him because she told him so. But she knows that nothing can happen between them, so she is fine with just friendship. He loves her but not romantically and values their friendship. He doesn't want it to end because I don't trust him and his love for me. He compared this to my best friend and asked how I would feel if he asked me to cut my best friend out of my life. He admitted that intellectually he has more in common with my sister than with me, but the heart doesn't always choose who we are most compatible with, and he loves and is physically attracted to me. This whole situation is messed up. I am repulsed by both of them. I texted my sister all the screenshots, and she wrote that she was disappointed in her best friend and that your husband is all yours because I would never let anything happen that would hurt you because you are the most important person to me. They are both contradicting each other, as both believe they are the one preventing a relationship between them for my sake. Update 3. I left him about a week later, and he texted me day and night about how much he loved me and wanted me back, then he just stopped. That's when I found out that my sister left her children at my parents' house and moved in with my husband. This revealed everything to my family, and my parents were shocked. My mother seemed to show PTSD symptoms from how disgusting she found the whole situation. She kept calling it incest and asked if it was even legal. So much for my sister caring not to hurt me. Even though I have been well composed and calm, surprising myself, I tried my hardest to look back on my life, childhood, and upbringing to understand where it all went so wrong. What my sister did felt like the result of years of resentment or at least indifference towards me and our relationship as sisters. How did I miss that? She never cared about me, did she? If she didn't, how could I have been so blind? Then, not even a week later, I heard they ended things. I found out in the oddest way possible. My sister texted me for the first time since everything started. She wrote, "You cow, I hope you burn in life and in hell." I was very confused because she had been sharing cheesy deep quotes about love and soulmates and romantic Insta stories with my soon-to-be ex-husband. But apparently, that was over. My soon ex-husband blocked her everywhere and she moved out. She came to my parents to get her children and had a meltdown when they asked for an explanation. Then my ex started calling and texting me again, asking to meet because he wanted to explain. He loved me and wanted me to understand. He wanted to meet at least once before we involved lawyers. So that is that. This has left me even more confused than if they had just ended up together. I understand falling in and out of love, breaking up, and starting anew, but I can't explain this. My soon ex-husband keeps calling me his only love and true friend, and my sister, until I left, kept promising she would never do anything to hurt me. She left her children at my parents' doorstep and didn't answer their calls or texts for a week. And all of this for a week? What were they thinking? Has anyone heard of something like this happening? People throwing away everything they pretended to care about for not even a week? Update 4. After 1 week of being in love, my sister left her children at my parents' doorstep to live in my home with my soon ex-husband and flaunting everything on social media and sharing cheesy quotes. She moved back to her apartment and got her children from my parents. They aren't friends on Facebook, and he unfollowed her on Instagram. Now she is saying that I have ruined her happiness, and he started texting me again, begging me to talk in private because he needed to explain everything before we involved lawyers. I understand that people fall out of love and sometimes can't control who they fall for, hurting many people around them. But I have never heard of two people throwing away everything they pretended to care about for 1 week. As much I am confused and want answers, I don't want to get them from him. I don't know how the divorce will be done and if I am going to need to see him or not, hopefully not, but if it happens, my lawyer can do the talking. Thank you everyone.